So for our vlog today, we will be interviewing different generations to learn their understanding of history and why it is important to study it. I am your main vlogger, Shane and KG Dandasan, together with my co-interviewees.
I am Don.
I am Eliza. I'm Jade.
And I'm Rick.
And we are Group 7!
My name is Samantha Faith Tabal. I'm an elementary student from Cebu.
Yes, I'm Anika Jean and I'm currently in grade 10.
My name is Charlene Supremo, currently studying at Velas College.
I am Vanessa, currently employed at Eastern Visayas State University.
I'm Ray Hine. I'm 71 years old.
History is about people and things na nahitabo long time ago. It helps understand the past and learn from it.
In my understanding, history is the study of past events that shape societies, cultures, and nations.
History is the study of past people, events, and ideas, and how societies change over time.
History is about the story of our past, the people, the events, and experiences that shaped who we are today.
Involves examining how people lived in the past, what are their values and the culture.
It's the origin of a country, the beginning. And it must be recorded. That it becomes a history.
Ganahan ko sa history about sa ato heroes and how sila nakatabang sa country. It shows nga brave o hardworking.
I find the Spanish colonization and the Philippine Revolution most interesting because they show the Filipinos' bravery, unity, and fight for freedom. It highlights how our ancestors valued independence.
The People Power Revolution of 1986. I find it inspiring because it showed how ordinary Filipinos united peacefully to fight for freedom and end dictatorship.
I found history of the Filipino comfort women during World War II really interesting, like striking, because their stories are not the usual bright parts of history where we just talk about influences from other countries. Instead, it shows the harsh reality of war and how women suffered so much.
One of which is the time when Filipinos, our national heroes, really fought for our independence despite of the scarcity. But still, we united with courage and determination to fight for freedom and our national identity.
Discovery of the Philippines. With Magellan. Yeah, because that was also the start of Christianity. When Magellan arrived here, no? That, ni-colonize man sila nato.
Sa school, we read books, do projects, and talk about history. I also learn from internet, museums, and stories sa akong family.
In school, Philippine history was taught through textbooks, discussions, and projects. Outside school, I learned from documentaries.
Philippine history is mostly taught using textbooks, classroom discussions, and activities like reports and projects. Outside the classroom, we also learn about history through the internet.
In school, Philippine history was mostly taught through textbooks, lectures, and memorization. But outside school, I learned more, such as like from documentaries, social media, even stories from older generation.
Knowing the subject itself, it's more in storytelling by our teachers. We learned about the important events. I learned it not only in school but also by reading materials, by watching the news.
Philippine history is a subject in high school. Although most of the boys, it's important because it's your identity.
History help us now at our country and learn from past.
It helps us appreciate our heritage, understand our struggles as a nation, and recognize the sacrifices of our heroes.
It is important to study Philippine history because it helps us understand where we came from and how our country was shaped.
Because It gives us our identity and helps us understand who we are as Filipinos.
So by learning about our past struggles, our success, and the mistakes that they did in the past, we gain lessons that continually guide us in making better decisions today.
Citizenship, you are a citizen of the Philippines. So you ought to know history good.
You can watch videos and hear stories para mas fun o easy masabtan.
And improve it by making history more engaging using interactive activities, field trips, to connecting history lessons to current issues can also help students see its relevance in their lives.
By making it more fun and engaging, like using videos, field trips, games, and stories instead of just memorizing facts.
I think history would be more meaningful if it wasn't just about memorizing facts. We should also highlight real stories, like the lives of ordinary Filipinos who suffered, resisted, or sacrificed.
We need to do is to let them appreciate it by trying to open their eyes about history, watching films and all. So it is more engaging and relatable to students if we make it more interactive.
By heart, just like other subjects. Not just because you are taking dentistry, but you have to know it by heart.
Yes.
Because we are all Filipinos.
So for my co-interviewees, we have already interviewed different generations. So now let's give a brief synthesis for us to understand it more. Let's start first with the elementary student.
So, as I interview an elementary student, history now is about learning simple stories of our heroes, reminding us that even at a young age, we can start that to appreciate our country's past.
While for my interviewer that was a high schooler, she said that even though it was repeating throughout our curriculum, it was still educational for her and more enticing as it goes on.
Okay, for me, I am a college student, so she said that events like the People Power Revolution inspired her to value unity and courage. Well, history helps me understand our identity as Filipinos and teaches lessons we can use to build a better.
So, as I interviewed a very young professional, history guides us in our work and responsibilities today, reminding us to contribute to society with awareness of our past.
Okay, so for me, I interviewed a middle-aged adult, and for me, I learned more about the brutal history of comfort women in the Philippines and how important it is to highlight and be educated about the struggles and oppression that we have faced throughout our history.
So for my interviewee senior citizen, he said that Philippine history is important to learn because as us Filipinos, we should learn about the history because it shapes who we are as people. So that concludes the presentation of interview. Thank you so much, everyone, and goodbye.